Hi, I'm Donna, and my life is a total mess. Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. My mom raised Anna and me after my dad left her for a chick. She's always been super overprotective, especially when we talk about boys. So, she always makes us repeat this phrase like it's some kind of oath.
We're noble women, and we won't date anyone until we're 30.
But that doesn't change the fact that Mom is amazing. She does everything to give us a better life, often working 2 or 3 jobs. Anna, who is 3 years older than me, was usually in charge of watching over me when Mom wasn't home. One day, when I was 7, Mom left me at home with Anna. I was painting, and I accidentally spilled paint all over her fave clothes.
What the heck are you doing? Oh, my poor dress.
You can wear this new one.
I quickly made a dress from paper and old magazines and gave it to her. My sister just gritted her teeth, holding back her anger. I didn't even care about it for too long because at that moment, I heard the neighborhood kids playing at the playground nearby.
Sis, let's go skateboarding.
Boring.
How about catching fireflies?
Lame!
Oh, I guess you like bed jumping. Don't worry, I won't tell Mom.
Donna, stop!
Anna stormed into her room and slammed the door, leaving me wondering why she didn't like these fun things. Anna became strict and irritable from always having to watch over a naughty kid.
Donna, no ice cream before bed. Donna, stay away from fire.
One day, Anna went to a friend's birthday party, and Mom allowed her to stay there overnight. However, I suddenly got sick.
You can't leave your sister alone at home. She's just 8. I can't take her to work due to my company rules. Anna, I'll keep my promise to you next time.
Anna was furious and threw a vase, shattering it in front of Mom. Mom was completely shocked by her behavior.
Mom, listen! I'm not her mom, you are. It's your responsibility, not mine.
I know, but I have no other choice. I've tried my best. Just one more night, sweetie, please.
Anna gave in to Mom and stayed home to take care of me. But as soon as Mom left, Anna snuck out, leaving me alone. I tried to get up to get some water, but unfortunately, I slipped and fell down the stairs, severely injuring my leg. When Mom came home and found me unconscious, she was furious. After calling an ambulance, she instantly called Anna, but Anna had turned off her phone, which made Mom even angrier. The next day, when Anna returned home, Mom scolded her and punished her severely, locking her in her room and banning her from seeing her friends for a long time. Well, she took out all her anger on me. She wouldn't even look at me or sit with me during meals. I felt guilty, beating myself up, wishing I hadn't gotten sick that day. When I turned 15, Mom started taking us with her to help her at work. She was working as a servant in a huge mansion. Anna still couldn't stand me and was always looking for reasons to pick fights. So, Mom bought us 2 guitars.
You two should learn to play these instruments because it helps you stay calm and clear-headed.
Anna wasn't interested in learning guitar. She was only focused on clothes, doing her makeup, and talking about Mark, a guy she had a crush on while working there. I had never met Mark, but from Anna's descriptions, he sounded handsome. One day, while Mom was working in the garden, I snuck into the lady of the house's room. She had a beautiful piano, and I couldn't resist touching it. Suddenly, Mrs. Maria walked in.
I'm sorry,
You're such a musical talent. I've enjoyed listening to you play for the past hour. And can you play the piano along with the saxophone?
I've never tried it, but let me give it a shot.
She picked up the saxophone, and I began playing the first notes on the piano. We created such a beautiful symphony together. She praised me endlessly, and then showed me her collection of trophies from various music competitions, revealing that she had once won first place in a global piano competition.
Oh, I was amazed that not only could you play the piano, but you also played so smoothly. Maybe you need a younger partner.
Then she introduced me to her son, Mark.
She's Donna. Her musical talent is truly impressive. How about you two test each other's levels with a little competition?
Oh, he's so handsome! But I'm not going to be swayed just because you're handsome. Come at me, bro! In reality, I was super nervous and pressured, even though my piano skills were quite good. Just as the competition was about to start, my mom walked in and pulled me out.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. This kid is just so mischievous.
Mom, we were about to have a piano competition.
What competition? With Mark? Do you think you're up to it? Instead, go out and sweep the yard. What night?
I tried to explain that Mrs. Maria was really impressed by my music skills, but Mom kept ignoring my words. She forbade me from going into that room and said I couldn't go to work with her.
You know, he's the son of my boss. My boss. Besides, I don't think you need to be reminded that you're a noble woman and you won't date anyone until you're 30.
Oh, lame! Not that crazy oath again. The older I get, the more I think it's the stupidest thing. Besides, I never had any intention of going out with Mark. For Anna, it's different. She thinks Mom made those weird rules because she was hurt when Dad left. Anna is always dreaming about Mark and a fairy tale wedding. When we got home, Anna was cold to me and even threw the guitar out the window.
Hey, you're crazy? What's wrong with you?
Why did you dare tell Mom that I like Mark?
No, I didn't say anything.
When I went outside to pick up the guitar, I saw a luxury car parked near our house. It was the driver from Mark's family. He walked in, handed Mom some documents, and then left. I immediately ran to my mom.
Mom, what's happening?
Mrs. Maria offered to sponsor you for the Continental Piano Contest.
I'm on cloud 9. This could be my only chance to chase my dream. Of course, my mom knows that, but she seems to be hesitating on making the decision.
Please, Mom, let me go. I promise I won't let her down.
Listen, sweetie, you're still too young.
Just as I was about to object to Mom, Anna suddenly appeared.
Mom, I can go with her. Besides, we can't turn down Mrs. Maria.
Please, Mom.
Stop, I need more time.
But after finding out the prize is 1 million, Mom immediately agreed.
Okay, you can go. But remember the promise you make every night and always listen to Anna.
We'll be flying to North America on Mrs. Maria's private jet, and Mark will be coming with us. Before we board, Anna has set some rules for me.
First, no talking to Mark.
She even stated that this is a great chance for her to get closer to him.
Do you remember what Mom said? You have to follow everything I say, or there will be no piano for you.
Yes, sis.
There's no point in talking about it. I just see Mark as a rival, nothing more. I ignored him throughout the trip, but Anna kept finding ways to get his attention with her silly stories.
Do you know why the rabbit lost the race to the turtle? It tripped over its teeth.
But when we landed, Mark approached me and invited me to visit some charming places in New York.
Oh, sorry, but I'm here for the competition, so I need time to practice.
Oh, let's chill out, Cupcake. I just want us to hang out and talk.
Cupcake?
Well, I broke the first rule, which made Anna furious. She rushed over and dragged me into a corner.
Hey, what the heck did you just do? Don't think I won't take you back right now.
Wait. He started the conversation. But speaking of going back, wasn't Mom clear that we're not supposed to date before 30? Why are you still clinging to Mark? You're not respecting the oath.
Oh, sorry. But you know, this isn't home, it's New York. Mom isn't here, so I am the rule.
Thank God, what happened next felt like a dream. My performance was the highest, while Mark only came in third in the first round.
You're so sick.
Maybe we don't need any more little contests, right?
Soon after, my piano performance went viral on YouTube, and people from around the world praised me. Mark and I were invited to an interview after that day. When a reporter asked him about me, he said he had never seen anyone as talented as I am before. Then he surprised me with a big hug. Of course, Anna stood outside, gritting her teeth and smashing her phone. As soon as the interview was over, Anna unleashed her fury on me.
You're a jerk. No. Everyone saw you hugging Mark. Respecting the oath? What a terrible liar.
You got buttons for eyes? Clearly, he's hugged me first.
And you're second.
Anna wouldn't listen to my explanation. She snatched the phone from my hand and called Mom, lying that I had failed the competition. I angrily grabbed Anna by the hair, making her drop my phone.
I've had enough. You're just a moron who's 3 years older than me.
Ow! How dare you!
We started to tear into each other. Unfortunately, after one push, Anna lost her balance and fell down the stairs. She then screamed in pain.
Anna, are you okay?
Anna passed out, and the doctor said she had a mild concussion and needed a few days to rest. I felt so guilty about what happened.
I'm sorry, Anna.
Shut up! And go away! I'll tell Mom all about your lies!
Anna wasn't entirely wrong. I had broken my promise to Mom. After everything, I just wanted to go home as soon as Anna was discharged, and I even considered withdrawing from the piano competition. While I was waiting backstage, Mark gently came over to comfort me, holding an expensive pastry in his hand.
Why don't you take it to the hospital to make up with your sister?
Oh, the chocolate pastries are so sweet. I always wonder why he cares about me so much. Is it just because of my musical talent?
I think you shouldn't give up so easily. It's your dream, isn't it?
Thank you. I know what I need to do. I won't let Mom and Mrs. Maria down.
Take a deep breath. Don't stress too much. Your face is turning red like usual.
I can't believe it. He's more subtle than I thought. Besides Mom, no one else knew about it. The next day, I performed without my best. But surprisingly, I still came in first place. I was thrilled when, unexpectedly, Mark hugged me and,
You make me so happy. How would you feel about us being more than friends?
What? No, I'm not allowed to do this.
Actually, I've had feelings for Mark since the day he met me backstage.
I know, Anna told me about your mom's rules, but I really like you, and I want to be your boyfriend.
I walked away without saying anything to him. And then, as usual, I visited Anna with her favorite pastry.
That day, I was just pretending to call Mom out of anger. In reality, I couldn't bring myself to let you give up on your dream.
OMG! What's going on today? Is Anna really caring for and loving me, or is it just a lie for some other scheme?
But what about you and Mark?
Oh, sweetie, I haven't liked him for a while. You know, you're a talented girl, and I'm just a foolish, rebellious person who acts high and mighty. I was truly jealous of you, so when I found out Mark liked you, I tried to stop it out of envy that you would have everything. I'm sorry.
Anna, I understand.
I walked over and was about to hug her.
You, stay away. You've got snot all over your face.
Thank you.
We laughed joyfully, just like we did when we were kids. The next day, Mark and I went to pick up Anna to go home, but her stuff was gone. We rushed to the hotel, and she wasn't there either when Mrs. Maria found us.
Anna had to go home last night. Mom had an accident and is in the hospital.
Mom!
I rushed out the door, heading to the airport, when Mark grabbed my hand, stopping me.
Wait, Donna, we can talk to your mom on the phone. You can't give up on your dream here. She only has some scratches from the fall. She'll be okay.
But they need me right now. Anna hasn't fully recovered yet.
I understand you're worried. My mom has arranged for someone to take care of them.
Exactly, sweetie. Do your best at tomorrow's performance and make your family proud.
I reluctantly stayed behind. The final round of the competition was extremely challenging, with many well-known competitors. I gave it my all, and in the end, won first place and $1 million. The crowd erupted in cheers, and Mark came up to me, pulled me closer, and kissed me.
Is this love?
When we returned home, Mom and Anna were waiting at the door. Anna was smiling, and Mom had tears in her eyes. She was proud of me and admitted that she was haunted by past fears. She was afraid that if we started dating, we might face abandonment like Dad did with her.
Well, but anyway, you broke the oath and must be punished.
Hey there! I'm Eloise from Sydney, and I've got an incredible story to share with you. Want to know what it is? Then make sure to like and subscribe. Ever since I can remember, my parents always made sure I felt like the luckiest kid alive. With their huge business and a home life filled with love and attention, I was their world and I knew no one could replace me. I was proud to be their special one. One of my earliest memories is visiting the zoo with my parents and seeing a baby elephant that I just had to play with. Even though it wasn't allowed, my parents made sure my wish was granted. As I played with the elephant, I saw a lady who gave me the warmest smile.
Wow, you are one lucky girl.
I sure am.
My life was good. I was surrounded by love and support from my amazing parents. For my 16th birthday, my parents rented out a whole luxury hotel and threw me a huge party. They even hired my absolute favorite singer to perform for me and my friends. To make things even better, my crush, Lionel, showed up and gave me the most beautiful gift.
These Cartier earrings made me think of you. They match your big, beautiful eyes.
Wow, Lionel, they're gorgeous. Thank you.
Everything was perfect until we were home, and my parents sat down to tell me something that would change my life forever.
Honey, we have something to tell you. We need you to meet someone. This is Nicola.
Oh my, you've grown so much. You have my eyes, and your hair is so long, just like mine. It was odd.
This woman seemed familiar to me.
Thank you so much for taking such good care of my daughter. Very funny.
No way. Mom, Dad, what is she talking about? If this is some kind of joke, let me tell you, it's not at all funny.
Eloise, honey, I know we should have told you before, but it never felt like the right time. We adopted you when you were just a baby. And Nicola, she's your birth mum.
Wow! I felt like my head was spinning.
Oh my God, you're telling me this now? This is crazy. And why is she back? Are you guys unadopting me or something? I won't leave.
Oh, sweetheart, no.
Eloise, I know you must have so many questions, but honey, I'm so sorry for everything right now. I lost you in the crowd, and I'm so happy that your parents have been kind enough to help us out.
Us?
And at that moment, there she was. A girl so identical to me, we could be twins if she didn't dye her hair purple.
This is your sister Sasha. She's 3 years younger.
She's Eloise. Oh my god, I'm so excited to meet you. I've always dreamed of my big sister.
She hugged me so hard that I felt she'd choke me.
So let me get this straight. You lost me and then had another daughter? Why?
Eloise, we're sorry about this.
No, it's okay. That's a fair question. Eloise, darling, of course I loved you. I had a terrible time when I lost you. Well, it was hard to let you go, even if they are great parents. But we're finally reunited, and now we'll spend time together. It's gonna be amazing.
Amazing! Her words were giving me a headache. Mom saw how distressed I was and took me to my room to talk. She explained that Nicola needed financial support, and they had decided to help her by getting her a place near our home and a job as Mom's assistant. She asked if I was okay with it, but what could I say? I was still trying to take it all in when Sasha asked me to show her around. I wasn't super excited about it, but she seemed pretty pumped, so I said yes.
It's so dark in here. You some goth chick or what? Let's open the curtains. Wow! You definitely got the best room in this mansion. You can see the pool from here. You have a lot of stuff. What's this? Ooh, awesome. Can you, just put that down? My mom gave it to me. Yeah, I can see that.
Saying that, she took out tons of pictures from her backpack and shoved them in my face.
I just love these photos of Mom and I. We look so happy, right? She loves me so much. She told me all about you when I was growing up, but she said I was her world.
It had only been a few days since Sasha moved to our town, but she was already driving me crazy. Even though she and my birth mom Nicola had their own place, you'd never know it by how often she came over.
Why don't you hang out at your house? Mom, wanted my help working for your mom. Looks like you're working real hard.
She was constantly snooping around my room, touching my clothes, and asking to borrow things. I had given her a bunch of my stuff, but she still wanted more. It was really starting to get on my nerves, especially since it was spring break and I couldn't even go to my friends and rant. Once spring break was over, I was excited to go to school and be normal. But when Mom and Dad dropped me off at school, I was stunned to see Sasha and Nicola there too. But the weirdest thing was, Sasha was wearing my clothes, the ones I did not give her.
Hey, Eloise, how do I look? Gorgeous, right? I know. What are you doing in my clothes? I already gave you some. Why did you take this outfit?
Oh, it's just pink as her color.
Wow.
Eloise, come on. It's her first day at your school. She wanted to look her best.
Best by looking like me in my school.
I couldn't believe it. My parents just had to get Sasha in the same school as me. The moment I entered the hallway, I told my friends everything.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Is that her? Oh, my God, she looks just like you.
Ha! I looked everywhere for you. This school is so big, like a maze. Hey, are these your friends? Hey, I'm Sasha, Eloise's sister.
Yeah, we know. So,
What happened to your accent?
What accent? Wow, your hair! So awesome! I also love coloring my hair. I had green hair before I colored it purple. I must say, blue is your color, girl.
Thanks a lot. Purple hair really suits you too. Actually, kinda makes you look like a badass.
Thanks. I was thinking about dyeing it black, actually.
Then you and Eloise would sure look twins.
Ugh! First day in school and she's charmed my friends. Ugh! Once I got to class, I sat next to Lionel. Thank God I had some distraction from all the craziness going on in my life. He asked me how my summer break was, and I was ready to dish out everything.
You won't believe.
But right then, the teacher walked in and class started. After class, Lionel's friends took him for basketball practice. The next day, when I woke up for school, I heard Nicola and Sasha downstairs. Perfect. And then I found out that Dad would be dropping us both off at school together.
I swear I left the car keys here. How can they just vanish?
oh, let me help you. They must be around here somewhere.
Look around. It must be there. What's happened to you? Yesterday you lost your Tag Heuer watch. A day before, you couldn't find your Oakley sunglasses. And then later, both were on your table.
Dad, just take the other car. We're gonna be late. Here, found it. It was right here.
When I arrived at school, I was excited to see my friends, but then I got annoyed when I saw them all around Sasha. To make matters worse, when lunchtime came around, I searched for lunch. I saw Lionel everywhere, and then I spotted him with the last person I wanted him to be talking to, Sasha. They were laughing, and once Lionel left, I dragged Sasha to the side.
Hey, Zeus, what's up? Don't sis me. First you and Mom just barge into my life, then you start stealing my clothes, then my friends, and now Lionel. Oh, I know what you're trying to do. You want to be me. Admit it. You're a psycho. What are you even talking about? That guy just thought I was you, and we had a laugh. He actually confused me for you. I told him we were sisters. Right, Lionel?
Yeah, you guys look so alike. Catch you both later.
I tried to leave with Lionel, but my bracelet got stuck in Sasha's bag. When I pulled it, her bag fell off and a box I recognized rolled out. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was the same one that Lionel had gifted me with my earrings still in it.
Why do you have these? They're mine. I didn't know these were your earrings. My mom gave them to me. Here, you can take them. Your mom gave these to you? Yeah, right. These are limited edition Cartier earrings. All I know is Mom found them by the maybe you put them there when you were going swimming and forgot about them. Yeah, right.
Did she think she could get away with it? I had seen her eyeing my jewelry and designer clothes, but to steal that was crossing the line. I had to keep an eye on Sasha. Soon, I noticed that something was definitely off, as Mom and Dad kept losing small items around the house, tried telling my parents about everything, and was totally surprised when they said I was being too suspicious. They said some of the stuff that had been missing eventually turned up, and they must have just forgotten about it.
I couldn't believe it. I needed concrete proof for Mom to believe me.
So one day, I snuck into Sasha and Nicole's house, and when I opened the door, the sight left me speechless. So many things were all piled up on a table. Even my snow globe was there.
Oh, hey, Eloise. You shouldn't be here.
You want to explain all this to my parents, or should I ask Sasha?
No, it's not what you think.
It is. It's exactly what you think. I'm sorry, Eloise. I won't do it again. We'll leave. You think I'm going to let you run off after this?
Right then, all of a sudden, Nicholas started crying and Sasha hugged her tight. What was happening?
It's me who stole all this stuff. Sasha, honey, you don't have to take the blame for it. Eloise, I've had this problem for so long. I just can't resist. I keep taking things without asking. It's something I can't control. No matter how hard I try, I'm so ashamed of myself.
We're gonna get through this, Mom. No need to be ashamed, Eloise. Mom's got this thing called kleptomania. She didn't do any of this on purpose. Please believe me.
I didn't want to believe her, but their expression said it all. I knew they weren't lying.
So you're the one who took my earrings. But I still don't get why you were acting so strange. Copying my every move and everything else. What was that about? Because I want to be like you. Since I was a kid, Mom would talk about how adorable you were when she saw you at the zoo. So when I finally met you, I wanted to be the one Mom would love the most.
Oh, but I love you both equally.
Wait, she abandoned me when I was a kid? How would she? Oh my God, you were the lady I met at the zoo.
You remembered that day. I saw how happy you were, and I knew I could never give you the luxuries your adopted parents were giving you, so I walked away. But when I had Sasha, I promised myself to be a better mom to her.
But Mom, you're the best. Eloise, now you know the whole thing. I know what Mom did was wrong, but she's all I got. Mom's already on the run, cause of her problem. Please, just don't tell your parents about all this. I promise we'll leave first thing tomorrow.
My mind was racing with all the new info. Sasha hadn't been trying to hurt me. She was just trying to keep our mom safe. I felt awful for ever suspecting her. I knew I had to step in somehow. The next day, when Sasha and Nicola were about to leave the house, my parents stopped them.
You told them? Why? Because I can't let you go. I just got my sister and Mom back, and I'm not gonna lose you again.
Nicola, we want to help. You gave us the most beautiful gift we could ever ask for the moment Eloise came into our life. We became family, and families don't leave each other in times of need, Nicola. You need to get better for your daughters.
My parents arranged for Nicola to get the help she needed. And while she was away, Sasha stayed with us. We had lots of time to get to know each other better, And it was wonderful! We had movie nights, went on picnics, and even helped each other with our studies. Over time, the bond between us was so strong that I never felt jealous when my friends gathered around us. I was just grateful that I had my sister by my side to share all these experiences with. A few months later, when our mom came back, she was so much better. She was happier and healthy, and I loved seeing her this way. That day, I realized what a special bond a family can have. We may have different beginnings, but we would always be connected by our shared love and care for each other. My parents had split up ages ago, but when my mom passed away, Dad brought me to live with him and my brothers. Hi, I'm Aurora. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The first time I walked in, I saw a guy fixing the light in the living room. Hey, I'm Aurora. And you are? He shot me a glance, then said flatly,
Arthur.
And that was it. He went right back to work like I wasn't even there. Embarrassed, I dragged my suitcase upstairs. On the way past the kitchen, Arthur was cooking. How was he? In 2 places at once. A toy plane flew straight into my forehead, knocking me to the ground. When I looked up, I nearly fainted. 3 Arthurs were staring at me. That's when I learned the truth. They weren't clones. They were my triplet brothers, Arthur, Albie, and Andrew. All right, time to introduce myself. I'm Aurora, your younger sister. They just looked at me like I was some stranger barging into their house.
You can stay here. Just don't bother us.
Yeah, not exactly a warm welcome. At dinner, the 3 of them sat across from me like we were from 2 different planets. They looked and acted exactly alike. While I couldn't have felt more different, I copied them, spreading blue cheese on bread, took 1 bite and almost gagged.
Don't try to.
I wasn't faking, I just wanted to find something in common. It took me a while to tell them apart. Arthur was the tough martial artist, Albie was quiet and a great cook, and Andrew was the Shark Tech guy. But no matter how hard I tried, they stayed distant. Honestly, I felt pretty lost. One afternoon, I caught Arthur staring across the street. His eyes were locked on a girl in the tailor shop. You like her, don't you?
None of your business.
Busted. His face said it all. Embarrassed, he walked off, but I ran after him. Want me to help you talk to her?
You could really do that?
Trust me. So I pretended to be a customer. After a little small talk, I got close to Daisy, the shop owner, and learned her type. Gentle, smart, skillful. Meanwhile, the only image in my head was Arthur punching a sandbag like a maniac. Yeah, not exactly her dream guy. This was gonna be tricky. That's when I got a wild idea. Andrew could pose as Arthur. With his charm, this would be a piece of cake. It took a lot of begging, but he finally said yes. Probably more for Arthur than for me. I watched Daisy leave her shop and gave Andrew a push, just like in a rom-com. A bump, an apology, and boom, they started talking. Things were looking good, so I texted Andrew to grab a bouquet for her. He quickly made up an excuse and slipped away. But out of nowhere, a creep showed up and started harassing Daisy. What the fudge? Andrew still wasn't back. While I was panicking, Arthur came charging in like a storm and taught that thug a lesson.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you. Your hand's hurt though. Come by my place. I'll bandage it.
Mission accomplished. Arthur got close to Daisy, and it wasn't through some stand-in. That's when Andrew rushed back, panting, bouquet in hand. I tugged his arm. Let's go. Our work here is done. Andrew said he had to head to the lab, so I walked home alone. On the way, I spotted Albie working at a restaurant. It looked like he was working here. I noticed he was doing everything while the others just stood around. When he accidentally spilled a glass of water, the manager chewed him out like he wanted to humiliate him in front of everyone. Yeah, he was clearly being bullied. I waited until his shift ended. Late that night, Albie came out looking exhausted. I handed him a cold drink.
Why are you here?
Saw you working, so I thought I'd wait and walk you home. It didn't say much, so we just walked in silence until I broke it. Your job doesn't seem great. I mean, your coworkers.
My manager hates me. He sets me up just to mess with me. But it's fine. I can take it for my dream of opening a restaurant. This is nothing.
Maybe it was nothing to him, but not to me. I couldn't just let it slide. When I got home, I told Arthur and Andrew everything and pitched a plan. Arthur would pretend to be Albie and give that jerk manager a taste of his own medicine. The next morning, Arthur walked into the restaurant wearing Albie's uniform. While Albie and I hid outside, eavesdropping, the manager started barking orders right away.
Don't forget to clean the entire shop, and the bathroom too. Hurry up, we're opening soon.
I'm the chef. My job's to cook cleanings for the janitor.
How dare you talk back to me? You need to be taught a lesson.
He swung at Arthur, but Arthur dodged easily, his martial art moves sending the guy crashing to the floor.
Remember this, I'm not someone you can push around.
I'm sorry, I won't do it again.
Seeing his pale face, Albie and I couldn't hold back our laughter. The next day, Albie came home grinning.
The manager got fired. Everything he did to me was caught on camera. Aurora, Arthur, thank you both.
It's thanks to Aurora. She's helped us a lot. Sorry for how I treated you before.
No worries, we're family, right? And just like that, the distance between us started to melt away. For the first time, it felt like we were becoming a real family. Later, I reached for the TV remote, but couldn't find it. Suddenly, a robot rolled over and handed it to me.
My new invention. I'm entering it in the robotics contest.
I believe in you. You're totally winning first prize. On the day of the contest, I showed up to cheer Andre, but he was nowhere to be found. Then a contestant named Ben walked onto the stage and started presenting his invention. My eyes went wide. Holy guacamole! The robot standing in front of him, that was Andrew's creation. I didn't even think. I just marched straight up onto the stage. That belongs to my brother, not you.
What nonsense are you spouting? Someone get her out of here.
You're a fraud. Just then, someone grabbed my arm. It was Andrew.
Stop, Aurora, let's go.
He pulled me off stage and straight outside. What's going on? Why does Ben haven't your robot?
What's done is done. Just let it go.
No matter how I pressed him, he wouldn't say another word. Because of me, the contest turned into total chaos and had to be postponed. That night, Dad stormed home, livid.
Aurora, do you have any idea what you've done?
I just stood there, totally clueless about what was going on. What do you mean?
Because you embarrassed Ben. His father fired me.
But Ben stole Andrew's invention.
Andrew agreed to give it to him.
He pressed his lips together, saying nothing.
Everything was perfect. I was about to get promoted and you ruined it all. Get out of this house. I don't want to see you again.
I never agreed to do that. You forced me to give up my invention just so you could climb the ladder. You never cared about how I felt.
You've never cared about us. It's only since Aurora came that this place has felt like a home.
If you kick Aurora out, we're leaving too.
So, we moved into the small house where Mom and I used to live. It wasn't big, but it was warm. I caught the boy staring quietly at Mom's photo on the table. Mom always missed you guys, but Dad never let her see you.
So it wasn't Mom who abandoned us.
We hated her. All these years thinking she left. That's why we hated you too. We were so stupid.
My heart ached for them. They'd grown up with no mother and a father who never cared. No wonder it was so hard. But now we've got each other. Let's make this home a happy one. I encouraged Andrew to enter the robotics contest again. His talent deserved to be recognized. Meanwhile, Albie started his own restaurant, and I helped him out whenever I could. For a while, things felt peaceful, until trouble walked right in. Then he came to the restaurant, ate, then claimed he found a cockroach in the food total cap. Everything Albie cooked was spotless.
I've got video proof. If you don't want me posting it online, we can make a deal.
What do you want?
Steal Andrew's design for me.
So that was his plan all along. If I refused, Albie's restaurant would be ruined. The day of the contest, Ben strutted on stage with his robot, but when he commanded it to bring him water, the robot tossed the drink right in his face. The whole audience burst out laughing. Yep, I'd given him Andrew's design, just with a few tiny numbers. Switched around, the robot started shaking, then froze completely. Andrew ended up taking first place, and the crowd went wild. Ben, on the other hand, couldn't handle it. His face turned red, and he came charging straight at me.
You're the one who rigged this, aren't you?
Before his hand could reach me, another hand grabbed his wrist. It was Dad. I froze in shock.
Don't you dare touch my daughter.
He stepped onto the stage, voice steady and clear for everyone to hear.
At the last contest, I was the one who gave Andrew's design to Ben. I'm ashamed of what I did. I'm sorry for the damage I caused.
The truth was out. People started booing Ben, calling him out right there in front of everyone. His glare burned into me.
Just wait. I'll make sure your little restaurant go down with me.
Oh, really? You mean the part where you planted that cockroach in our food? Yeah, that's on video. I pulled out my phone and showed him one of our regulars had been vlogging and caught his dirty trick on camera. Once I post this, the whole world will see exactly who you are. When we left the hall, Dad was waiting by the gate.
After our fight the other night, I thought long and hard. I realized I've been a terrible father. I'm sorry. Please give me a chance to make it right.
Honestly, what he'd just done on stage already spoke louder than words. Everyone makes mistakes. What matters is owning up and fixing them.
Come on, Axel. We're gonna be late.
Lena, she's my girlfriend, and she convinced me to start over this time for us. I wasn't about to fall apart so easily. Hey, I'm Axel 18. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Welcome back, Bae.
It was just a small university, nothing too flashy. I kiss Alina goodbye when she pecked me on the cheek, but honestly, that didn't calm my nerves one bit. Standing beside the teacher, I froze. Almost everyone was girls, and their eyes were locked on me like I was some rare exhibit.
There's an empty seat next to me. Let him sit here.
No, he should sit by me.
The room got so loud the teacher had to shout, "Geez Louise, I felt like some alien landing in the wrong class."
Hey John, sit here, Mom.
One of the few guys spoke up, and I wasted no time heading over.
I'm Michael, class president. If the girls give you trouble, just let me know.
Thanks, man. That's when I caught a sharp glare from the corner.
Ignore him. Frank's always difficult. Ignore him. Frank's always difficult.
The first lecture wasn't much, except I immediately reclaimed my spot as top of the class. A few girls kept staring, their faces red, as they whispered,
"Looks like they're into you. Smart and good looking."
Michael seemed like a nice guy, admiring my knowledge and hinting we should team up later, but after what I'd been through, trusting people didn't come easy.
Hi, I'm Remy. Nice to meet you.
A tiny girl with bright purple braids and the sunniest smile popped in front of me. Out of politeness, I shook her hand. Pleasure. From then on, Remy started following me everywhere. Even at lunch with Lena, she showed up.
Axel, there you are.
I tensed up. While Lena hadn't even lifted her fork yet, Remy slid into the seat beside me.
What a coincidence. We're obviously soulmates.
Everyone's here for lunch, and this is kind of our spot. I glanced at Lena. Her smile was sharp enough to cut glass. She was definitely jealous.
Oh hey, you must be?
This is Lena, my.
His girlfriend. I'm his girlfriend.
Every word hit like a hammer, but Remy just smiled, unbothered. Sparks practically flew between them. Before I could jump in, Remy lowered her voice first.
Axel always talks about you. He's super loyal.
Good.
I swallowed hard while Remy kept chatting about class, her dog, and how every girl in the room was crushing on me. Lena just glared at me, totally giving me the silent treatment vibe.
Fine then. As long as you two aren't married, I'll keep chasing Axel.
Boom. She dropped that bomb and walked off, leaving Lena about ready to explode. Never in my life did I think I'd end up in a mess this brutal. And still it wasn't over. At the classroom door, Frank blocked my way, girls clustering behind him.
So is it true that you cheated at your old school?
I froze as whispers spread through the room. The same girls who admired me seconds ago were now eyeing me with suspicion. Lena tried stepping forward, but I stopped her. Don't. I'll prove myself. I threw myself into the monthly exam. 15 minutes. I crushed that first test and I knew every answer was right. I glanced at Frank, who met my eyes with a challenge. I smirked. Whoa. I tripped in front of everyone. A few girls giggled. Geez. I scrambled to pick up my test and headed it in.
Oh my gosh.
His jaw dropped. My paper was covered in random doodles. Someone had sabotaged me, but I...
Okay, it was me. My bad. I swapped his test. Thought it'd be funny. Kinda hilarious, right?
Then the professor cleared his throat.
Both of you. Detention. Cleaning duty. After class.
After class, I told Lena I had group work and that she should head home first. You know the truth. I was dragging a heavy mop bucket down the hall, with Remy whistling right beside me. I know you didn't do it, so why take the blame?
Relax, Mr. Serious. I just wanted detention with you. Kind of fun, isn't it?
You're not avoiding me like the others. After what happened in my past.
Who cares? I don't waste time on what people think.
We kept talking and realized we actually had a lot in common. Maybe we could be good friends. By the time we finished, suddenly, Remy slipped and bumped into me. Reflexively, I caught her.
You look even cooler up close.
I shook my head and helped Remy up, knowing full well my girlfriend wouldn't be too happy about it. Then I froze. Lena was standing there. I had no idea how long she'd been watching, and she looked completely turned to stone.
It was late and you weren't home, so I came back. Guess I shouldn't have.
I wanted to run after her, but...
Oh, I'll cover for you. Yeah, I want to steal you, but I'm not that evil.
Thanks. But Lena ignored my calls all night. I knew I'd messed up big time. The next morning at recess, just as I was about to find her, a basketball flew my way.
Come on, Axel. Just one quick game.
Frank stood nearby, still glaring, like he'd been since day one. Maybe today we'd settle it. Within minutes, girls from class crowded the court, cheering.
Show us what you've got, top of the class.
I executed the move skillfully, and then easily threw it into the net. The crowd went wild. Frank went full try-hard mode, and nailed the three-pointer like it was nothing. Then Michael charged at me, rushing to grab the ball. I fell to the ground. Michael and Remy rushed to help me out.
Sorry, man. Guess I got carried away.
Frank just glanced once and walked off. cold as ever. I barely finished the test with my aching hand. Later, Michael and Frank came up to me.
Axel, next month's science fair, judges' trophies, scholarships. You should join our team with your brain. We've got this in the bag.
Thanks, but I'm not sure.
We're not asking you to babysit. Do you actually want to prove yourself or not?
Thought of Lena. Her eyes used to shine whenever I talked about winning, about being the best. Maybe this could fix things between us. Fine, count me in. At lunch, I spotted my girlfriend sitting alone. I tried acting like things were normal. Hey, I signed up for the science fair next month. I'll win that trophy. For you. I swore it worked because her lips almost curved into a smile.
Axel, you forgot your notebook. Michael wants to see you. Don't waste time sitting around. Oh, hi, Lena.
And just like that, the air froze.
If you're that busy, don't waste your time here.
Lena, please.
How can you act like nothing happened? You lied to me that night, and I know what I saw.
It's not what you think. I just...
Stop. I need time space. Maybe when things settle, I'll know if we should keep going or not.
She pulled away, leaving me stunned. It felt like the floor had dropped under my feet.
The science fair isn't just about winning. It's your chance to show everyone who you really are. Lena will see that, too.
After all the encouragement, I finally buried myself in research. I stayed in the library late into the night, hunched over blueprints. My head felt fried. My chest is heavier than ever, but at least I was doing what I was good at.
How's it going, buddy?
She appeared with a fresh coffee. You don't need to hover over me all the time.
I just want to help.
I can handle it. Thanks, but no.
Fine. Just call me if you ever need me.
I felt awful. Michael's encouragement, Remy's kindness, I should have been grateful, but without Lena, all I felt was empty. The science fair finally arrived. The university campus buzzed with voices and laughter. I stood backstage, breathing deep, trying to calm the storm in my chest. And then I saw her. Lena, sitting there in the crowd. After everything, she still came for me. Our team was called. On stage, Michael's, Frank's models got solid praise. But when I flipped the switch on mine, nothing. The circuit stayed dead. No way. Everyone's eyes locked on me. My hand started shaking, and suddenly, the ghost of my past was right there again.
I believe in you.
She had moved right up to the stage. Then Frank handed me a screwdriver.
Do what you do best.
I grabbed it, tore into the wiring, reconnected the circuit, rebuilt the heart of the machine in front of the judges. When I hit the switch again, the model came to life. There was cheering all around. Even the judges leaned in, impressed. After the contest, I caught Frank backstage. Hey, thanks for not letting me give up out there. Before he could answer, Michael walked in, smiling that picture-perfect smile.
It was you, wasn't it, Mike? You sabotaged his project like you did mine.
Ooh, careful, Frank. That's a serious accusation.
Not an accusation, the truth. You wanted Axel to fail so you could look like the hero, but turns out he's just too good. Drop the fake act and stop hating people who outshine you.
Michael didn't say a word, his jaw clenched, eyes flashing with anger. That's when I realized the friendly class president was toxic, and the cold guy I thought hated me had my back. Only after Michael stormed off did Frank finally crack a smile.
You crushed it today, bro.
So did you.
Axel, you did it. First place.
She burst in, eyes glowing, smile brighter than any trophy. She threw her arms around me and I buried my face in her shoulder. The weight of weeks of doubt finally lifted. Remy came in too, offering a small smile of congratulations.
Guess who just gave up on chasing her crush? Need a tissue, Remy?
Who says I'm gonna cry?
She stomped out, cheeks puffed, and Frank jogged after her. And me. I was on cloud 9, because starting over didn't mean standing at the top alone. It meant finding the people who'd stand there with me.
10:43 p.m. I finally clocked out and dragged myself into the elevator. I scanned the touchscreen panel and tapped G home, please. Suddenly, the elevator stopped. The light flickered, then died. No. I hurriedly pressed the control panel, but none of the floors responded. 13? What? This building doesn't have a 13th floor. I tapped it anyway. The elevator creaked to life and began to rise to 13. When the doors opened, I was face to face with the most luxurious space I'd ever seen.
Hands up, don't move. Who are you? Why are you breaking into my place?
I'm Ellie. I work here. I swear. The elevator glitched. This wasn't. I'm not trying to rob you. I didn't even know this place existed. He didn't budge, just stared like I spoke alien. Then everything spun. My stomach let out a loud, desperate growl. Oh yeah, I hadn't eaten all day. Next thing I knew, I blacked out. I woke up to a delicious smell of garlic and butter. The guy was cooking in his golden lit kitchen.
Ah, you're up. Eat this, then leave.
I stared at the food like it was glowing. One bite and literal tears were welling up my eyes. It was warm and rich, with hints of toasted garlic and herbs I couldn't name. This is the best thing I've ever eaten in my entire life.
Really? No one's ever tried my cooking before.
What? You could open a restaurant with this? Got more.
Yeah, of course.
Next thing I knew, the plates were stacked like Jenga, my belly was a balloon, and… so sleepy.
Wait, no, don't sleep here.
Too late, my dude. The next morning, my alarm screamed me back to life. I groggily looked around. I was back at the office. Was it just a dream? Before I could process, people started filling in their cubicles.
Ellie, is yesterday's task done?
You sent it at 10:30 de l'après-midi. How could I possibly?
Not my problem. You'd better stay late today and finish it. Excuses, excuses.
That's Miranda. The kind of boss who sits pretty while I, the intern, do literally everything. Reports, budgets, even booking her waxing appointments. Yes, really? There were so many moments I've dreamed of screaming at her. This is unfair. I deserve better, you lazy witch. But I never did, because I'm just an intern, a nobody, and nobodies don't start fights they can't win. That entire day, I couldn't focus. My brain was stuck on that bite of heaven. So naturally, every break, I'd rush back to the elevator to check. I tapped, swiped, even triggered the security alarm. No floor 13. At the end of the day, I dragged myself to the park to clear my fried brain, only to feel something soft brush my legs. A cat with a collar? Lost, maybe? I wandered around looking for the owner when I spotted a tree radiating bad vibes, and behind it, no freaking way, the guy from floor 13. So it wasn't a dream. I nearly launched myself at him, only for him to jump back like I was armed and dangerous.
That's my cat. Put him down.
Oh, I'm the one who found it. Aren't you going to thank me? Like, maybe by being my personal chef? He froze, stunned by my words. I laid it on thick with honey praise until his face practically steamed.
Fine, I'll cook, but you're doing the grocery shopping.
Done. Easy. Let's go. It took forever for him to tell me his name.
Cass?
And the kicker? He owned the entire building. Not kidding. He was so antisocial, he literally erased his penthouse on floor 13 from the blueprints. No one could access it. Well, except me. I got a special card that took me right to his place for the meal. And honestly, his food changed me. I stopped skipping meals, had more energy, even stopped yelling at Excel. So I was thinking of a way to return his favor. Then, one day, while snooping his vinyl shelf, I nearly screamed. The guy had every Billie Eilish album ever. I told him all about the time I saw her live. The lights, the beat in my chest, the crowd shouting every lyric. He just stared at me like I'd seen heaven.
I've always wanted to go, but crowds just freak me out.
I could see that. Still, I wanted him to live a little, so I suggested he start with something small, like going grocery shopping together. Yep, real-world stuff. Cass looked like a feral cat in PetSmart. Jumpy, suspicious, flinching at every announcement, but he powered through.
Hey there, yes, price, yes, bag me food.
The cashier blinked, then slowly handed him the receipt, like he was an alien learning to buy groceries for the first time. But hey, for effort! Next was delivering lunch to me on floor 12. I picked the quietest times, made sure the least people were around, but there was one time when he bumped into Miranda and her office gossip squad. They circled him like sharks, prying, sneering, thinking he was an intruder. I held back. He needed to face this himself.
I came to give Ellie her lunch.
The whole hallway froze. Cass looked ready to sink through the floor, but he held his ground and walked straight up to me. My gosh, I was so proud of him. Another day, I had to cancel lunch with him because Miranda and I had a big client meeting. 30 minutes past the start time. Still no Miranda. She claimed she was stuck in traffic. Meanwhile, the clients were losing patience, slamming the table, ready to walk. I tried to stay calm and did the unthinkable. I started the meeting without her. Me, the intern, running a multi-$100,000 pitch. I answered questions, presented the deck, and I rushed it. By the time Miranda strolled in, the deal was basically signed and the thanks went straight to me. I floated out of that room and decided to treat myself at my favorite little diner. But then the owner, old Mr. Han, brought out my food with a look that screamed bad news. It seemed like business had been slow and he'd have to close by week's end. Suddenly, my mood plummeted. I tried to savor every last bite when I felt this weird presence. Cass, face pressed to the window, glaring like I'd just cheated on him with someone else's food. I waved him inside, explained how special this diner was, and introduced him to Mr. Han.
Oh, is this your friend?
Cass tensed, but Mr. Han simply offered his hand.
You don't have to talk. I get it. You're not into strangers, huh?
Cass blinked, then shook his hand, a small gesture, but huge for Cass. A few days later, I got a text from him.
New drop-off spot behind the diner near your office.
Weird. I headed down, totally confused. Then I spotted the old diner fully packed, like lines out the door, people fighting over seats, packed. Then I spotted Cass peeking from the back door, apron on, holding my lunch with a proud little smile.
Surprise, I bought the place.
What? Turns out he'd been secretly helping Mr. Han for weeks, fixed the menu, upgraded the kitchen, even added a new takeout window. People loved it. And now he was the head chef. This was huge. Cass, the guy who used to flinch when the elevator dinged, now ran a restaurant. I was so proud of him. After that, I came by every day. I'd sit in the corner, watch him work, and wait for his shift to end. Then we'd walk home together. One afternoon, I dropped by, as usual, and only to freeze at Miranda's voice.
The seasoning's awful and the steak is raw.
But you ordered it rare.
No excuses. Honestly, I should be compensated. Maybe a date with you would make up for it.
What? This woman, Miranda, you can't call that compensation. This isn't some trashy drama. He's a chef, not your dating app swipe. The room went dead quiet. Then customers started nodding, backing me up. Miranda's face turned bright red. She snatched her purse and stormed out. And Cass, he looked at me like I'd just saved his whole world. The next morning, Miranda called me into her office. I braced for the axe, but instead,
You're doing tomorrow's client pitch. Biggest of the quarter. Don't mess it up.
I couldn't believe it. This was my shot. I spent all night perfecting the slides, graphs, market analysis, everything color-coded. I was ready when I stepped into the boardroom the next day and pulled up my presentation with full confidence. It was a mess. My stomach dropped as Miranda sat quietly at the back. Then something snapped inside me. I started speaking from memory. I explained everything, from strategy to projections. I owned it. When I finished, the room went silent. Apparently, some of the execs weren't impressed. They wanted professional polish. I tried to explain what happened, but Miranda cut in.
We're all responsible for our work. Some people just aren't ready for real pressure.
Something inside me just cracked. You planned this, didn't you? You've been writing my work for months, treating me like I'm disappointed, disposable, like your success is magic. I've had enough. I quit. Good luck without me, you lazy witch. Just like that, I packed my things and walked out. But the moment I hit the street, I broke down. All my effort wasted. My feet brought me to the only place that felt safe. The restaurant. Cass spotted me before I said a word, just brought out my favorite dish. We sat in silence until I finally spilled everything. The sabotage, the humiliation, the fear of what came next.
You know, I used to be terrified of everything, and you pulled me out of my bubble, made me live again. So now it's my turn. I'll be your courage. You're not alone.
His words were the most comforting thing I'd ever heard. As I was still wiping away tears, a familiar voice cut through.
I was hoping to see you.
Oh my God, it was one of the client reps from the meeting.
I was at the pitch too, and I overheard what happened. But I also saw how you handled it. No slides, no backup, just you. You held your ground. That takes guts.
Thank you.
So, would you like to come work for us?
What?
Senior associate, full-time benefits, real leadership that doesn't throw you under the bus.
Cass nudged me, nodding, and suddenly it all clicked. My story wasn't ending, it was just beginning.
Senior associate, huh? Think you still have time for a Billie Eilish concert?
Are you serious? Will you be okay though?
Of course. I got you by my side.
Hi, I'm Emery, and this is my story. But before I continue, please like and subscribe. When I was a kid, my parents always fought a lot. Mom got so fed up that she yanked me out of bed one night and snuck me out the door. Mom, I'm sleepy. I want to go to bed.
Shh. Quiet.
The next thing you know, we'd moved to a tiny apartment in a strange town, and I hated it. I screamed and cried for Mom to take us back home. Take me back! This is whack! I tried reaching out to my dad, but he was always too busy. That made me sad. But Mom found ways to cheer me up. Eventually, I got used to our new place, and hanging out with Mom was pretty cool. After a while, Mom met someone new. Soon they were married, and we moved into a new house. My stepdad was nice, but his daughter was a witch.
Hey Naomi, welcome your new mom and stepsister.
Welcome them! You, Dad, they're poor! Why are we keeping them here and feeding them? They're disgusting and gross!
Haha, she's just kidding. She's a little shy. She's a sweetheart once you get to know her.
Naomi was the worst! She threw ketchup in my face, turned the lights off when I was reading, tossed my clothes out the window, and stole all my toys. I tried to tell my mom what was going on.
Hey babe, we're guests here. Naomi is a bit spoiled, but we have to learn to accept her.
Thank God Naomi and I didn't go to the same school. Naomi went to an expensive school for brats, and I begged my mom and stepdad to let me stay at my old school. But a few years later, things took a turn. My stepdad's company lost a ton of money and he couldn't keep up with the bills.
Girls, money is tight, so we'll have to enroll both of you in public school.
Public school? No!
Naomi threw the biggest tantrum and refused to eat for a week, though I caught her sneaking cookies from the kitchen at night. On the first day of school, Naomi acted like a total spoiled brat.
Hey everyone! You may see this girl talking to me, but that doesn't mean we're related. She's just our maid.
No, she's our maid.
No, she's our maid.
No, she is our maid.
No, she's our maid.
Naomi and I fought all the time. We shouted at each other in the hallway, had a food fight in the cafeteria, and one time during science class, we started shoving each other and accidentally hurt the teacher who was trying to separate us. She ended up with a broken nose. The kids thought we were insane. Neither of us had any friends. I mean, I couldn't blame them. Naomi was a crazy witch and I'm cool, but shy and weird and insecure and invisible. So yeah, after weeks of being outcasts, we grew a bit closer. Just a bit. Because we were lonely, and we only had each other. Then one day in first grade, our parents sat us down to give us some news.
We're gonna have a baby.
Oh really? That's cool!
A baby? Why would you go and do a stupid thing like that?
The baby came and my parents were so happy.
A beautiful little boy.
Isn't he precious? Let's call him Sam.
I fell in love with Sam immediately, even though he was annoying. He cried a lot and peed all over the place. Naomi avoided Sam like the plague. She'd lock herself in her room and only came out to eat.
Look at his stupid, dirty face. Oh my god. Why is he throwing food everywhere?
I played with Sam every day.
You're so good with him. Honey, could you watch Sam while Dad and I run some errands?
Sure, no problem. As time went on, Mom and Dad started leaving him with me all the time. Eventually, I was Sam's permanent babysitter. When Sam turned 2, he turned into a maniac. He drew on the walls with crayons, smashed an expensive vase, and poured milk in my dad's office drawer. And they blamed me every time.
That vase cost a fortune. I'm taking it out of your allowance.
But it's not my fault.
I told you so.
Told me what?
That the brat was a bad idea. It's only gonna get worse.
And Naomi was right. One day, I had a huge chemistry test and told my parents way in advance that I needed to study. But they still shoved Sam in my face and just left. I'd had enough. I dropped Sam off in Naomi's room and headed out the door.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm done with this family. I'm out of here.
You can't just leave me with this thing.
Watch me. Look, Sammy, she has cookies. Sam grabbed Naomi and I walked out the door.
Ah, no, get away. Leave me alone. Help.
I hopped on the bus and went straight to my dad's. He was out of town when I got there, so his maid let me in. For the first time in a long time, I had peace and quiet. My mom and stepdad freaked out when they found out I'd left, but I refused to come back. In school the next day, Naomi ran up to me looking crazy.
I can't take it. Please come back home.
I thought you hated me?
I do, but Sam's a demon. He tore up all my clothes and flushed my makeup down the toilet.
Sounds like you're getting a taste of your own medicine. I turned to walk away, but then Naomi started bawling like a big baby.
Please, I'll do anything. Just come back home.
Okay, maybe I'll come back, but on one condition. You have to do what I say when I ask.
No way. I'm not your maid.
You won't be my maid, you'll be my assistant.
That's even worse.
Take it or leave it. Naomi reluctantly agreed. But even if she hadn't, I'd have moved back anyway because I missed my little Sam. The thought of him being ignored by my shallow parents and selfish Naomi made me sick to my stomach. I moved back in, and whenever our parents left us with Sam, I'd set up a schedule, so Naomi and I shared the responsibilities. Things were great for a while, but they took a turn. When Sam turned 10, he stole my mom's diamond ring and gave it to his classmate to impress her.
A pretty ring for a pretty girl?
Are you crazy? I can't take this.
Sam got so mad he punched the girl in the face. Then he sold Mom's ring to his friend.
I'll give it to you for $50.
40!
Deal!
One day, Sam's teacher called my parents in for a meeting. Of course, they were too busy to go and sent me and Naomi instead.
We came because our parents have leukemia. Oh my god.
No, she means anemia.
No, I think I meant amnesia. They're getting old and crazy.
They're just sick, and we came instead of them. Can you tell us what the problem is?
Sam gave one of his classmates a black eye. He broke a window, and he's been terrorizing the other students.
When we got home, I went straight to Sam's room. We need to talk about what's going on with you in school.
I'm busy.
If you keep this up, you might get expelled.
Get out!
Sam slammed the door in my face. He was very stubborn, but I wanted to help him. When my mom and stepdad came back that night, Naomi and I told them everything.
It's those mean kids, they hate me. And they're always making fun of me because I don't have nice things.
Oh, darling, we're so sorry.
We'll buy you new clothes.
Then Mom took Sam on a shopping spree. I couldn't believe they fell for his act. Later that night, my parents went out of town for a business dinner, and Naomi and I were watching Avatar World videos in my room when Sam appeared out of nowhere.
Hey, stupid witches, you're gonna pay for telling on me.
Get out of the way, psycho! We're trying to watch TV!
Sam pulled out a huge jar of crickets from behind his back and smashed it onto the floor. The crickets landed in our hair and all over our clothes.
Ha ha ha! Get them, my pretties!
A couple of months later, Mom and Stepdad called us into the living room to tell us we were moving into a brand new, fancy house.
So wait, we're rich again?
Yes, we have twice as much money as we had before.
Thank God! I hated being poor.
Now I can go to a fancy college.
Only the best for my daughter.
A month later, Naomi left for college in another city. I could have gone away too, but I was too worried about Sam. So I got enrolled in a college close to home. But soon after, my stepdad enrolled Sam in an expensive private school, and he started hanging out with these spoiled rich kids. I had to make sure that he didn't get into some big trouble. In my sophomore year, I was reading in the park one day when suddenly I spotted a big dog running at crazy speed with a guy my age trying to grab his leash. His name was Alex, and he was a senior in my university. I gave him my hoodie, and we ended up talking for a while. I hadn't even realized 2 hours had gone by. Oh shoot, I gotta go. I gotta check in on my little brother.
So how? How do I get your hoodie back to you? Maybe I could take you out for dinner tomorrow?
Oh, I'm sorry, but with the university and some things at home, I really don't have time to date.
Gotcha. Well, here's my number. Just let me know where I can drop it then.
He started walking away, and so did I. But a part of me felt like I was doing the wrong thing. Hey, wait! How about a coffee tomorrow?
Sounds like a good place to start.
Alex and I started dating, and being with him just made me happy. For the first time, it felt like someone was noticing what I needed and was taking care of me. But things at home with Sam just kept getting worse. He was skipping classes and getting detention all the time. And then some creepy guys started coming around the house looking for Sam when my parents weren't home. When I asked him who they were, he just told me to mind my business. Then one night, Sam came home with a bruised face. Are you okay? What's going on?
I'm fine, sis. I can take care of myself.
Sam, I can't be your babysitter forever. I have a life of my own, and one day I'll just leave.
Then leave. My life, my choices. You can't change someone who doesn't want to change.
Then he just hugged me and cried. The next morning I tried to talk to him, but he was already gone. I'm worried about Sam. I think something's going on with him.
You worry too much, honey. Sam's fine.
Have you seen his face?
He said he got hurt during football practice.
Soon after I graduated, Alex proposed. And I was over the moon! I'd have to move out, but I would only be 10 minutes away from Sam. Not that he seemed to care much either way. And on my wedding day, Sam was nowhere to be found. I kept calling him, but I couldn't get through, and we couldn't postpone the ceremony any longer. I felt so upset that he had missed this. But 2 hours later, I finally got a panicked call from Sam asking me to pick him up from some bad neighborhood. You're not a baby anymore. You just ruined one of the most important days of my life. I've always been there for you, and you couldn't even be there for me, even today. I started to give up hope of fixing him. I was fighting a battle alone, a battle that wasn't mine, and my parents just made things worse. Sam failed high school, but my stepdad paid the school board to give him passing grades. It made me so mad, but I had no say in the matter. Then one day, the company I worked for gave me an amazing job promotion if I moved to California. It was a great opportunity, but I felt unsure. Alex supported me either way, but I tossed and turned all night, thinking about what to do, and finally called Naomi.
You've got one life, Emery. You can either live it for Sam or live it for yourself.
Sam had started interning at his dad's firm. but I observed him for some weeks and saw that he still had the same kind of friends and was still blowing money and partying the same way. And I finally made my decision.
What? You're going to California? That's across the country. I need you here, Emery.
No, not really. You only need me around to clean up your messes. But I'm done doing that. Sam, you were right. You can't change someone who doesn't want to change.
Emery, please. You're all I have.
You've got Mom and Dad, and they'll take care of you in their own way. You're their kid. I just can't be your parent anymore.
But you're my big sister.
And I'll always be there for you as that. So when you decide to fix your ways, come and see me, okay? I love you, Sam, but I'm leaving. It's time.
Hi friends, my name is Subin and I'm from Korea. Please like and subscribe. When my mom was pregnant with me, so was her best friend.
When our kids are born, they'll be buddies just like us.
And Ben and I were growing up. He was my pal. One time, Ben and I were playing and he was running after me. Then he accidentally nudged me and I fell down the stairs. I hit my head. But before I could cry, Ben started wailing.
No, Subin! Oh my god, it's all my fault. Does it hurt? Let me pick you up. Gosh, you're heavy. Subin! Are you okay?
Ben? I'm fine, really. Saying that, I hugged him. Ben was such a softie. I did get an infinity stone on my forehead, like Vision, but I didn't blame Ben. He was the best, and I wished we'd always be together. But when I was 5, Ben and his parents had to move to France for a work opportunity. And I missed him so much. As if things couldn't get any worse. Dad suffered a huge loss in his business soon after. Slowly, I saw how bad Mom and Dad's relationship was getting because of money problems. And after a few years, Mom left us. But Dad always tried to make me happy. We were so short on money that we had to shop at thrift stores, but he spent hours looking for the things I'd like.
Look at this jacket, Subin. It has rhinestones. You love rhinestones.
It is pretty, Daddy.
See? I told you we'd find some good stuff here.
Since I was a good student, I got a scholarship at my school and relieved Dad of that burden. I worked hard and was a top student. I needed to keep the scholarship. And when I was in the 10th grade, something awesome happened. Ben and his parents had returned to town and moved into a big mansion. And seeing Ben on the first day of school after summer vacation, my heart started beating fast. And then he swept me into his arms.
Subin! Oh my god, you haven't changed a bit!
But you have. You're so tall and whoa, so muscular. Ben and I were in the same class and we started hanging out together all the time. But I soon realized he was getting way too much attention from all the girls, especially Haran. And she was the worst. She acted like she owned the whole town just because her mom was the mayor. And to my horror, Ben and Haran soon started dating. I hated her. But for Ben's sake, I pretended to be nice, and she did the same. She acted like a saint in front of Ben, but not when he wasn't around. She'd do petty things like pull out the chair when I was about to sit, and she would always comment on my clothes and appearance.
I'm saying all this for your benefit. No one likes a girl who looks so poor.
I'd rather be poor than a jerk like you. Gosh, what did Ben ever see in that witch? One time for lunch, Ben had gotten the yummiest pizza, and we were enjoying it when Haran came and hugged him tight.
Oh, I missed you so much in art class. Why didn't you join it, Benny Winnie?
You know I'm a science guy, babe. Here, wanna have some pizza?
She refused, and then Ben packed the leftovers and told me I should take them home because he was full. Dad and I never ordered out much, and I was happy to share it with him. A few weeks later, it was Ben's birthday, and he invited me to his place. I saw how Ben and Haran were dancing so close to each other, and it made me feel so jealous. I went to the balcony for some fresh air. After a while, I was headed back inside when Haran and some of her friends came, and I hid behind a plant.
You've really got yourself a hot boyfriend this time, Haran.
Yeah, he's totally wrapped around my fingers. He adores me and gives me the best gifts. There's just one problem. His miserable beggar friend. Oh, I really hate her. You know, Ben cares for her so much that he gets her favorite pizza for lunch every day and pretends to be full so she can take the leftovers home. He really pities her and she has no shame. She could probably live on his charity forever.
Why would Ben tell her something like that?
What? So pathetic.
Wiping my tears, I just ran back home. After that date, I sort of ignored Ben, even though he asked me if something was wrong a million times. I just didn't need his pity or his charity. When we were in our senior year, our teacher announced a science tournament and the winning team was going to get an amazing cash prize. Dad and I could always use the money, so I immediately signed up for it and I was paired with Ben. I tried to get my partner changed, but the teacher said it was final.
So you want to come over to my place to brainstorm some ideas?
No thanks.
Hey, Subin. I don't know why you stopped talking to me, but come on. This is a great opportunity. Let's do this together, please.
I knew Ben was a science genius and being paired with him was probably the best thing. So I reluctantly agreed. We came up with some really cool ideas and I ended up at his place almost every day to work on them. But I noticed how his mom was never around. A few times I asked about her, but he'd always ignore the question. But one time, Ben and I were at a park near his home and he asked me the strangest question.
Subin, do you ever miss your mom? Does she call you? How does it feel to live with just one parent?
I never really thought about it. I guess it's not so bad knowing how much my dad loves me. It's not exactly a secret that we don't have much money, but he goes out of his way to make me happy. I don't know how to live with two parents, but the one I have, I love to bits.
That's really sweet, I asked because, well, my mom, she isn't well. She's going through treatment. Sometimes it's really hard to see her like that.
Oh God, Ben, I'm so sorry. I didn't know he was going through such a rough time.
Subin, why'd you stop talking to me?
Taking a deep breath, I told him what happened at his birthday party.
Subin, Heron kind of twisted my words. Yeah, I told her you guys were going through a tough time, but because you're my friend and I care about you, not because I pity you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have discussed it with her at all.
Saying that he came close and swept my bangs aside.
You still have the scar. I was so scared that day. I'm so sorry, Subin.
Hey, it was a long time ago, and it kind of reminded me of you. When you were away, Ben looked at me like he might kiss me, but he suddenly snapped his fingers.
Bazinga! I just got a brilliant idea for our project.
And he sure did. Just a few more adjustments and our model worked. We came first at the science competition, and Ben gave all the prize money to me, saying I did the hard work. It wasn't true, and I knew he was just being kind. Why did such a nice guy have to be with Haran? But then Ben told me one day that he was going to break up with Haran soon. My heart was jumping with excitement, but I pretended to be sad. And when Ben broke it to Haran, the girl had a complete meltdown. She took a bat and smashed all the notice boards around the school during her psycho rampage. Haran suddenly spotted me and was coming right at me, but Ben stepped in between.
Stop making a fool of yourself, Heron. It's over.
You're doing this because of her! Because of this poor, ugly bimbo!
Subin's my best friend, and she's special to me. Don't insult her again.
Haran stomped off furiously, and I was left dazed. Ben just said I was special to him. Whoa. I was on cloud 9, and I just needed to confess my love to my best friend. I didn't have the guts to say it to his face, and we didn't have phones, so I wrote him a letter. Dear Ben, I saw you for the first time in kindergarten, and I've had a crush on you since. What I really want to tell you is that I love you a lot. Subin. During recess, I slipped the note in Ben's bag, but for some reason he got called to the principal's office in the last period. I kept wondering if he saw the letter, and when I got a reply the next day in my locker, I almost had a heart attack.
Dear Subin, I love you too. I was going to tell you, but I didn't have the courage. Let's meet at our spot tonight. I can't wait to kiss you. Ben.
It was like all my dreams were coming true. Wearing a new dress, I went to the park and waited for Ben. I was so excited and nervous. But suddenly I felt someone pull my hair and I landed on my butt. Heron!
Oh, a new dress for Ben! Ha ha ha! He ain't coming, sweetie. He showed us your letter and we're all in fits.
What? You're lying.
Oh no, I'm not. You really think he'd leave me for some poor beggar like you? In your dreams, girl.
Haran kicked me and suddenly I saw red and I pounced on her. But her friends got me off of her and then they all ripped my beautiful dress. I felt so furious that I punched Haran square in the jaw. What happened next was a disaster. Haran called her mom and made up a whole story about how I attacked her for no reason. And her mom made a case of assault against me and actually sent me to juvie for 2 months. My dad was devastated and so was I. Even worse, Ben never showed his face, not once. Coward! As soon as I got out, Dad and I left town, After weeks of interviews, Dad finally ended up finding a decent job, and I worked as a waitress too, while I studied in a community college. 4 years later, I graduated with a law degree at the top of my class. Luckily, I got hired by a law firm, and just a couple of years later, I became a junior partner. One day, I read a piece of news that filled me with joy. Haran's mom had been arrested for corruption during her time as mayor. The whole family was being publicly humiliated. They deserved it. Sometime later, my firm asked me to set up an office in my old town, and I was kinda glad to return. I wanted to show everyone what I'd made of myself. One day, I was busy doing some paperwork when Haran walked into my office asking me for a job.
Please, Subin, help me! No one in this town wants to hire me or my family for anything. I know I was mean to you.
Cruel, you were cruel to me.
Yes, cruel and terrible. Please, please forgive me.
After Haran begged for a job for days, I finally let her be my personal assistant. And she had to do literally everything I asked. I really made her suffer for a while. It was fun, but then it wasn't. Seeing her qualifications, I gave her a higher position.
Wow, I don't know what to say. Thank you. And this means you've forgiven me?
No, not really, but I'm trying to be a better person, better than people were to me.
Subin, I never wanted things to go so far with you going to juvie and everything. Mom just got carried away. I'm really, really sorry.
After that day, Haran was always nice to me, and so was I. I just didn't want to hold grudges. But one day, as I was walking out of a coffee shop, I bumped into a guy. It was Ben.
Oh my God, Subin, I've missed you. We need to talk.
Suddenly, the memory of him giving my letter to Haran came rushing back. No, stay away from me! But the next day, there were tons of roses in my office and a note from Ben telling me how he wanted to meet at our spot. What a jerk. But this kept happening every day for a week. One day, I got so frustrated that I started throwing them out the window. But Haran stopped me.
Subin, I need to tell you something, and it's gonna make you hate me even more. But I have to. Ben is completely innocent.
What are you talking about?
Ben never got your letter. I stole it from his bag, and I lied that he showed it to me. I made all of that up, and he never showed up to see you because, well, he'll tell you everything. And again, I'm terribly sorry.
I drove to our spot in the park and saw Ben sitting on a bench. And I gave him a chance to explain. Turns out the day I put the letter in his bag, Ben got the news that his mom had suddenly gotten much sicker, and he flew to France with her for some treatment. He stayed there the next 3 months, and he said he called my place and wrote me letters, but he never got a reply. And when he returned, I'd already left town.
I looked for you a lot, but I had no idea where you were or why you'd left without a word, till Haran reached out to me some weeks ago and explained everything she did.
She just told me everything, too. I'm so sorry about your mom. I'm sorry I left without giving you a chance to even explain.
It's all in the past. There's only one thing I need to say to you now, Subin. The thing is, I've always...
Loved me?
Yes!
I've always loved you too, Ben, since forever.